Well, hello peeps. Today we got some enhancement solo shuffling for the end of the season at about 2.1k rating, and as always we are gonna do the analysis of the good, the bad and the ugly and how to traverse it. Now the only extra thing I want to talk about in this video is kind of good tunings versus good design, because I feel like a lot of people are too quick to be happy about enhance being in a good state tuning wise without realizing, I feel like, how transient that really is, right? And how that can just switch on a dime, and also doesn't really matter on your direct tunings, like other classes can just be tuned higher, right? Design is something that is actually permanent, right? Like design is something that is gonna be, how do you say, not forever, right? But it has a lot more permanence, and is gonna be, I think, a lot more important when we are judging how Enhance is doing. Why I'm talking about this is because I feel like a lot of people are too quick to judge Enhance as good simply because of tunings, and also because I will be doing a video on the PTR about the new kind of changes, and I feel like simply, yeah, judging good tunings is not what we are like after. We really want design to be like the main thing we are judging. But in any case, at this point we can just kind of focus on the rest of the match. I will put the game up, not the game up, sorry, the new video on the PTR somewhere up if it's up. I will be doing it also today, so if you're watching this today and it's not up yet, you can look forward to it. At this point we're just gonna focus on the match. We are gonna do a little bit scuffed in this round. I didn't play the best, I must say, versus the I mean, it's also very hard, like just moving as Enhance versus a DK with a Hunter kiting. I just feel like it's very hard. I also have a very oppressive job of trying to interrupt. I feel like the Druid versus the Paladin feels like a very scuffed matchup. Like it's already like hard for the Paladin to match up in the healing, but I also feel like I have to be constantly very aware if the Paladin is getting cycloned as such to look for kicks, and it's just a very how would you say, like, so many things you have to worry about in such a match, right? Like it's very hard to play such a match. Also, like Demon DH and like Enhance, not the best kind of combination. You really want something that can kind of protect Enhance as well, or help Enhance survive, and DH also I think wants something that helps it kind of survive, or just deals magic damage, so it kind of works with its raid buff. But yeah, we're just trying to catch the Hunter. I'm just having an absolute hard time here, getting slaughtered constantly. Like have I even like went over a half HP for like the last 40 seconds? Like I don't think so. Like I'm constantly dying. Like here I'm almost dead again. Dude, yeah, just absolutely constantly taking an insane amount of damage. I do get a nice kick here on the Cyclone, but it's like, it's a very how would you say, it's a very small thing, right? It's with how many things you need to kind of worry about, and it's just impossible, right? Like if I try to move towards the Hunter, the DK just grips me back, so it's like almost impossible for me to ever really get easily on the Hunter in this kind of comp. We should be definitely doing a lot more swaps onto the that night, and we finally right to get some damage going here. Fortunately, I'm just dead in the water here, man. Like, Hunter is just absolutely blowing my ass up. Just absolutely blowing my ass up. I let the healer Cyclone there. I kicked this Cyclone, but that's like the DR'd one, so it's like not as big of a deal. I also get freaking purged. The Bob gets purged, unfortunately, as well, so it really is looking grim. I'd go for a heal, but it's really not buying that much time. Go for a little stun. Does buy me a little bit of time, but then I can't kick because I'm kicked on nature, right? And yeah, unforge. Going into the next lobby, it's gonna be a lot easier playing with the Death Knight. It's not just because he can actually control the Hunter, we can pull the Hunter, but I also feel like just easier for us to do right damage. It's not like how would you say, yeah, Demon Hunter I just don't think works very well with Enhance. Not right now. It was kind of good for a moment there when DH was like OP, but not right now. I'm gonna just pump on the Hunter. We can also kill the DH. It's also just a possibility. I think very much swapping is important when you're playing versus a Resto Druid as well, because of how Resto Druid heals. So yeah, here I get stunned, unfortunately, when he's getting cycloned. It's like your main job as enhanced, almost like in this kind of lobby. Just make sure that the healer cannot really play the game. The druid can't really just keep doing those cyclones. Unfortunately, I was in CC, right, both of these times, so it is what it is. But you can see how easier it is to play with the Death Knight versus playing with the Demon Hunter here. Like, I'm actually having uptime on the Hunter. It's not like the Hunter is all of a sudden like playing worse, right? Hunter's playing probably as good as he played last round. It's just the fact that he cannot actually, right, get away with 3 grips, 2 grips, right, slows and whatnot from the Death Knight. He's just a lot more control, right? And I feel like it just works better. I should be looking to maybe do something cheeky to the healer here. As I haven't gone for some kind of a knock play or something. We do get some nasty burst going here. Kick into the silence, into a hodge. Ooh, beautiful. Into a repentance. Just beautiful, beautiful played by the paladin. I must say, beautifully played. Like, beautifully followed up. Like, kick into a silence, into full CC from the healers. Yeah, that was really good. Here, we again are in the kind of more scuffed position. I was just trying to kite away the true shot barrage there instead of eating the damage, right, and using Astral Shift. I saw that he true shotted, and I just was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go back. It's also gonna be a lot easier playing with the rest of Druid. The Druid just has enough throughput to, I feel like, for an enhanced to actually just be playing damage instead of trying to play utility, kind of, you know, survive too much. Hunter main, still we can do swaps, like the Demon Hunter kind of was focusing the DK there for a second, but I just feel like if you're letting the Hunter play the game freely, then you're like letting too much happen. Like, then he can go for traps, he'll just do optimal damage, optimal rotation, right? I just feel like it's a problem to actually let Hunters play their game, play solo. Not play solo, but just play their game freely. Get an instant purge very nicely. I'm using the double purge in my talents. Pull him slightly to us. We're just constantly cleaning. We're not that bad of a comp, I must say. Actually, feels like we're doing much better here. I think that's also partially because the druid just has the throughput to keep us up constantly, while the paladin just has to kind of rotate cooldowns. I feel like that might be also just the healer diff in that sense. So we're just having a much easier time. Yeah, like, I mean, you can see whenever they do Apocalypse and stuff like that, I just don't take nearly as much damage, dude. Here the Demon Hunter wants to kind of swap to the healer, but you'll see immediately why that's a bad idea. Like, immediately, as the moment that happens, the Hunter is just doing perfect rotation, he's doing nothing, he's going for pressuring our healer, looking for a trap. I immediately tell him to try and go back. At a certain point, I'm gonna type it in. Yeah, I'm gonna type it here. But we just gotta keep going on the Hunter. We are getting close. Like, we are getting close to this healer, but like, we are also both freaking dying while this is happening. At that point, I just decide, okay, this is not working like this. Like, it's not gonna work like that. We just gotta go Hunter. Because if we keep going Pala there, we're just like putting ourselves into bad positions and stuff. Hunter was like in the middle of everything. Cooldowns have been used up. Yeah, so it's just, yeah, very bad to let an MM. Also, just very bad to let an MM Hunter shoot at your face. Here, I do have to inform you that only 4.3% of you are subscribed. So if you've been enjoying the content, please consider smashing that subscribe button. Also, hit the notification bell. It will be very cool that we can reach my 2k goal, or the goal to hit 2k subscribers before the War Within starts. That would be like very amazing. But yeah, we're just gonna do the same shit here. We can hit both DK and DH. I'm hitting the DK first just because I didn't want to try and chase around the Demon Hunter. I also was pretty sure that the freaking blur is gonna get popped behind that, which kind of did happen. Use my racial here to remove silence from myself, also get some bonus damages from the dots. I'm just pumping the DK because I feel like I don't really want to play the chase game here, probably, and I just, you know, kind of a bad, not a bad position, but I feel like the Hunter can actually monkey the DH behind the pillar a lot better than if it's like, right, you're just playing PvE in the open. Do the counter-strike to them, they're just absolutely murdering themselves. I tried to kick that Cyclone, but just not in range. He was also not in range to Cyclones. It's all just good in both ways. Here making really sure not to get that Cyclone, my healer. You really have to be vigilant with those things. That's like the one, not the one thing, but like, yeah, one of the things that your class does, right? So you just have to be vigilant. Pumping Decay just again because it's like the clear, easier target for me. I should be looking to swap on the Demon Hunter a lot more though. Like I am kind of making a mistake here because of just how the rest of the droid tends to heal, right? So I should be looking to swap some targets a little bit more. Here doing good pressure. Should be also looking to purge a lot more. I've been not using my purge on cooldown. Very good idea to use it on cooldown if you're using double purge, especially versus this kind of, especially versus Wrestle Droid. Just pumping, like I said, I should be looking to swap a lot more on the Demon Hunter and just make him press buttons and whatnot. Also to just kind of let go of the pressure from my Hunter. Make the Demon Hunter maybe try to kind of do something. We're just absolutely getting knocked here. You see what I'm talking about? Like, you know, the healer difference. It's not the skill difference. It's just, you know, class difference. Knock him away into a root. This buys us some time. I see that my guy is focusing. I'm probably gonna do a swap here onto the Demon Hunter because I see that, yeah, it's not working, bro. It's not working. And immediately we just absolutely drop his ass. Yeah, it's not working, man. Just maybe swap. Like, realistically, it is harder to kill the Death Knight, I think, for Enhancement Shaman specifically. I was kind of banking on Marksman being the one to do the damage to the Death Knight. Because that then just anti-magic shell kind of neuters your damage. And unfortunately, the druid freaking roots the Hunter for some freaking reason. And the grip doesn't work. I do go for him just because I think it's imperative to not let the Marksman Hunter play the game. This is kind of sassy what I'm doing here, especially the moment I heard that true shot go off, I should pop in cooldowns. Like, unfortunately, fortunately, nothing really like happens from it. Badly for us, but that could have been sassy. Like, I should have just immediately popped cooldowns there if I'm gonna actually do something or so aggressive. Now I'm back on the Demon Hunter. I think the Death Knight doesn't really want to try and chase Marksman, which I think it's problematic to ignore Marksman. I feel like it's fine to try and be killing the Demon Hunter, but we still feel like we have to kind of be on top of the Marksman. But he just kind of did a good job there lining Marksman damage, and we're just gonna be doing some nasty damage here to the... Yeah, gets every cooldown down. I swap again to the Marksman. Again, this is why I want to be kind of more onto the Marksman, right? So we can do these swaps a lot easier. That's why I would prefer for the Death Knight to just pretend like he's going for the Marksman. But it's good either way, right? Like this way, he's like taking no damage and he's their main target, so it works out for us. We get some nasty CC going and just absolutely destroy the freaking Demon Hunter there. So peeps, I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Like, comment, subscribe, all those things that YouTubers want you to do, and have a nice day.